Good evening, everyone. I'm finally getting around to the rabbit update, and we've got a lot to cover. But let's start off with the babies. Here we've got a broken buck who is supposedly sold, and a red buck. These guys are out of, who are they out of? Down here we have a red doe. She has already been sold. She'll be delivered to Texas. Then we have another broken red doe. She's also sold. She's going to Texas with the red doe. And then we have another red buck. He is also in this cage, and their latch is matched up, so I've got it wired shut. These are 3 white bucks out of Salt and Creole. These are all for sale. And then we have 2 white does out of Salt and Creole, and they're both for sale. And she's taking a little break. She just weaned those red and broken reds that you saw over there, all but one of the bucks. Number 9, we have Lacey. She's my Charlie broken doe. You may remember she had a litter of 6, and we lost her entire litter during a storm one night. So she's had a break. Here we have Eureka, and it's kind of dark in here. She is got 7 broken kits and 2 reds. They are sired by Bazooka Joe. These guys are right at 3 weeks old. They are just out of the nest box by a few days, so they're right about 3 weeks old. Next to Eureka, we have Marble, and she has a litter. Actually, one of the babies is out, and Marble's not going to let me pick it up. So I will show you her litter. Here they are. Couldn't find them. There's some of them. She must have more than one out of the nest box, because I can't find them. Anyway, she has 1 white and 5 reds, and these guys are, I believe they're 10 days old today. Some of them has their eyes open, and some are still working on it. I know where 4 of them are. I know they're all here because I checked them earlier. She is out of Blunt's Bunny Ranch from Oklahoma City. She's a 6'8" doe, and she has already earned 1 leg. We have her sister. This is Cherry Valley. She is also out of Blunt's Bunny Ranch from Oklahoma. Next to her, we have Pruitt. Pruitt is a homegrown girl. She's out of, I believe Marble is her mama. I've got to look that up. I think she's out of Marble, though. Very nice rabbit. I've shown her, and she's done well, but she has not earned any legs. Okay, so now we're going to move over to the new barn. We have some new does over here, and I will try to remember who everybody is. I believe I know. Here we have a young junior red doe, and she is from Wilby's Rabbitry out of Oklahoma, and this girl's name is Morning Star. Next to her we have her sister, also out of Wilby's Rabbitry, and her name is Evening Shade. These 2 girls have not been shown yet. I was hoping to take them last weekend, but they were both 1 and 2 ounces shy of being showable. So I'll take them and show them in Texas here in 2.5 weeks. Next to those 2 girls we have a new doe. I just brought her home this weekend. I've named her Jones Mills. Her pedigree said Jones 6, and there's a town named Jones Mills, so, but I call her J6. I call her J6. Her ear tattoo number is J6, and we just call her that. And she is out of Texas. I believe the name of the rabbitry there was T-squared rabbitry. Next to her is another junior red doe. This little girl is out of Chughole's rabbitry out of Oklahoma. She came with a name. She was already named She-Devil. Supposedly, she was a mean doe. I've had her for a couple days, and she's a little shy and a little skittish, but I have not seen any meanness in her. So just a little handling, and we'll get her used to being touched and not so shy. You will notice down on the end we have a missing cage. Unfortunately, we have lost Caraway. Caraway was one of the original trio of reds that I purchased 3 years ago. Caraway was 3.5 years old, and she produced 10 litters in the time that I've had her. She was a very good mama. Thanks to Caraway, we have Marble and Eureka, 2 of her daughters, and we also have her granddaughter Pruitt. So her lines will carry on. He's my registered grand champion. He's a Rummerfield buck. He is also the father of Marble's litter over there. No, Eureka's litter. Met Figure 5. He is out of the Wilby Rabbitry. You've met him before. And then here is a new guy you have not met. His name is Rogers. It's getting dark and he won't back up so that you can see him because he wants to be loved on. This is Rogers. He is the brother to Mountaintop and Cherry Valley. He is out of Blunt's Rabbitry. And then we have Saw Guy. This guy has 2 legs. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Roger has a leg too. And he may have, I don't know, he may have won a leg over the weekend. I know he took first in his class. I think all 3 shows. But I can't remember how many exhibitors, so I don't know if he earned a leg or not. But Saw Guy did not go to the show because he has been sprayed all over and his fur is sticky and nasty, so he did not go. And then here's a little guy that was born here. This is 400 Dree. He has not been given a name. He is for sale. He won't be saying. He has been shown and has had great comments. I just have too many bucks and can't keep him. As for whites, right here we have Wild Thing. These will eventually be moved to Daddy J's Rabbitry. Right now I'm showing them, and this is Wild Thing.
She makes the judge's heart sing.
I took her, or we took her, over the weekend for their first show. They had finally met weight. They were both 6 pounds 2 ounces and 6 pounds 3 ounces. And this girl in show C took first in her class, best of variety, and then she moved forward and won a best of breed. So she has her first leg.
Woot woot.
Next to Wild Thing is Mustang Sally. Daddy J named these since these will be his breeding stock later on. Mustang Sally is also a very nice doe. She took second in show C, and in show B she took first in her class, and Wild Thing took second. Both of these girls are very nice, and I suspect that they're going to go back and forth throughout their show career. Right, and their brother, Rodeo, is also a very nice buck. He has not earned any legs in his first show. However, he did take first in his class in all 3 shows. Those 3 babies are not out of Salt. But here is Salt. Salt has now been moved into Daddy Jay's rabbitry, and she is the mother to those 3 babies. And as you can tell, she has a new batch of litter on her. And these guys are out of Creo. So we're looking for some promising babies out of this bunch. Here we have Osceola. Osceola has 2. We lost some of hers during the storm. Then we have good old Creo, our registered white buck. And he did not get to show this last time because he has sprayed himself and was not in any condition to be shown. Here we have Sugar, and Sugar has been doing very well in the shows. She did not, however, get to show this past weekend because she has gotten bit on her nose, and as you can see, she's bruised. So she did not get to go. And Sugar is a sweetie. Dixie, the broken black. She had a litter of 9. The 3 solids survived, and they turned out to be all 3 steals. They've already been sold as meat producers, so they are gone. And her 6 beautiful brokens were lost during the storm. So anyway, that is Dixie, and she is getting ready to be bred to a new buck, who I will show you here shortly. She's a black doe, and she was bred to Ink, and she has 4 beautiful broken black kits. These guys are, I think they're 3, they may be 4 weeks old. They were born on the 12th, so I guess they're about 3 weeks old. Here is Boxley. He is my only black buck, and he's got an awesome body type, but a little on the small side. However, he carries the dilute gene. His father was a blue buck, so he stays around because he's going to be part of my blue project. You guys have all met my Charlie black buck. This is Ink, and he's a 6'8" now. No, he's still a junior for a few more days, and then he'll be a 6'8" buck. He is also part of the Blue Project. Here is one of the new bucks. This is a broken black buck, and he's got some big hindquarters. I just love the body type on this guy, and his head. Man, look at that massive head. I'm looking forward to getting some blue blood crossed into him. Her ear number is S200. I just brought her home over the weekend, so she does not have a name yet. She has been bred to a Charlie broken blue buck. Her litter is due June 26th, so we're looking forward to hers. I can't remember if she carries the dilute gene or not. If she does, then we could have some broken blues in this litter. If she does not, then we'll end up with all broken blacks, and then we'll cross those with Boxley or the new buck next to her, because they both carry the dilute gene, and then we will certainly get some blue babies. Next to S200 is my new buck. This guy is my pride and joy. I've waited a long time for this guy, and I was very picky. He's got great color. He's got an excellent body type for starting out with what I want. He's got a lot of stray white hairs, and he's got a couple of tiny white spots, but that can be bred out, and I've got several years to work on it, so we're not worried about that. The most important thing to me was the body type. I wanted some good strong shoulders. I wanted to start out right there, and I wanted that big head. And as you can see, he's got the big head, and he's got the good strong shoulders. They're a little long, but a lot better. I could have started out with a lot worse. I think he's going to make a great foundation stock for my blues. I'm really excited about this guy. And he is getting ready to breed Dixie and Bloomer real soon. And then we have our black doe, Helena. She is technically in age still a 6'8" or a junior doe. She will be a 6'8" doe pretty soon. However, weight-wise, I had to bump her class. And I have to tell you, I know this is a long video, and I know I'm being long-winded, but I have to talk about this doe. Right now, this has got to be probably my favorite doe in the barn. I have had so much fun with this doe. Helena is out of Wilby's Rabbitry in Oklahoma. She's the sister to Ink. And the owner of Wilby's Rabbitry kept her sister. He had 3 nice does, and he kept one, and then he gave me the choice of the other 2. And when I first got Helena, she had a scrape on her back and had some missing fur and whatnot. But I really liked her type, and I really loved her flesh. She has got real tight flesh, and that's the reason I chose this girl. Well, Wilby's Rabbitry and I have been showing these 2 girls, the doe he kept and this doe. And we have had so much fun with these 2 girls. One show, his doe will win, and then the next show, Helena wins, and then his doe wins. Anyway, we keep going back and forth between the 2 sisters, and so we're always talking about the battle of the 2 sisters. Well, we're at the point that they both have earned 2 legs now. Helena has earned a 6'8" leg this past weekend. So all she needs is 1 more leg, and she will be a grand champion. And of course, her sister only needs 1 more leg to be a grand champion. Well, I think Wilby is done showing till fall, and I've only got 1 more show left for this spring, and then I'll be done until fall. So I am really hoping that she earns her last leg in Texas. We are down to the race to see who earns that grand championship first. And it would just tickle me pink if Helena earned that leg first. But I tell you, her sister's a super nice doe. And the owner of Wilby's Rabbitry is a good buddy of mine, and I'll be just as excited when his earns her grand champion leg as well. So that does it for the New Zealands. I have shown them all to you.